Thanks.
I will say this though, because there's several areas like this where PMI, like the wording that they use. I will say that they don't try to trick you that way. So that's the good news. Right? They'll be very explicit about the fact that we're talking about people or we're talking about machines and supplies. It's just up to you to remember. Okay. Monitor communications. And notice these terms. We're in the monitor and controlling group. So we monitor and control project work. And we control scope, schedule, and cost, and quality, and resources. And we monitor communications and risk. All right. So just notice these words and how they're what PMI's end game is. So in here, we're not really controlling communications. We're just looking at it and seeing, are people getting the right information at the right time, in the right level of granularity, in the right format, proper cadence, is it for them? That's what we're looking at. So we're evaluating the success of our communications. This is the idea of, you know what? I can't keep saying, hey, did you get my email? Did you get my email yesterday? Every time I see, did you get my email? No. You know what? I'm just going to walk the 30 feet to your desk and I'm going to talk to you there. All right. Or, you know what? I'm not going to email you anymore. I'm going to text you because I know you always have your phone. I'm going to text you. I know you got my text. Okay. So that's the idea. That's what we're looking at here. All right. We'll use the plan, documents, data, EFs, and OPAs. We'll look at these tools and techniques and the output generic. Data in, information out, potentially get requests for change, updates to our approach documents. Right, so actual to planned communications. That's the work performance information. We plan to set on a status report. Did it go out to everybody? Right, and maybe feedback and survey information. Right, maybe once a week or once every other week, we'll poll folks and say, hey, how is our communication? How are things going? Your satisfaction is our priority. Something like that, right? You may potentially get requests for change and you may update your approach. So these are the outputs that we'll get. To get there, we'll take the actual communications that have been distributed and then we'll look at some project documents, maybe some lessons learned, maybe some surveys that gives us insights. We'll use our plan to guide how we're going to proceed. And we'll use our expert judgment. We'll represent the data, meaning we'll visually create some chart or some graph, and then we'll use our interpersonal skills to discuss with people about what's going on and find out, if they feel like they're being communicated with efficiently and effectively. Okay, so that's it there. Not a whole lot to think about in this process. Don't overthink it. We're just checking to make sure that communications are happening the best way.